They say every road in America has a story, but some have warnings. And tonight, Jacob Turner was about to learn why no one drives the Pine Hollow Highway after midnight. He left work late again, exhausted, frustrated, and praying he'd reach home before his truck finally gave up on him. But what he didn't know was that the highway had one last secret waiting for him. Jacob had driven this road for years, but he'd never seen that sign before. Last house before midnight, he muttered. What kind of tourist trap is that? But his truck was overheating. He needed water. He needed a break. And so, without realizing it, he drove toward the one place the locals refused to mention after dark. Then he saw it, a house that looked older than the road itself. It stood in silence, like it had been waiting for him. Jacob didn't believe in ghosts, curses, or urban legends, but something in that house, something in the air, felt wrong. Yet he stepped out anyway. Jacob froze. His hand hadn't touched the door. He swallowed. Hello? Anyone inside? No answer. Just another knock, this time slower, more deliberate. She stood there, barefoot, unmoving, like time itself had forgotten her. Ma'am, I'm sorry to bother you, Jacob said softly. My truck overheated. I just need some water. The woman didn't answer. She didn't breathe. She didn't blink. She only whispered, You shouldn't be here before midnight. Jacob felt at the moment he stepped in, the air changed. It was warm, too warm, like someone had been breathing down his neck. Every step he took echoed, not once, but twice, as if someone else was walking with him. At first, he thought it was his imagination, but when the black liquid dripped from the scratched eyes, Jacob knew he wasn't alone. This house wasn't abandoned. It was watching him. He wasn't breathing. He wasn't blinking. But he was smiling like he knew Jacob's name. Hey, kid, you okay? Jacob whispered. The boy tilted his head, bones cracking softly. Midnight is close, don't stay. The scratching grew louder, deeper, almost metallic. Jacob felt his heartbeat racing. Whatever was behind that door, it was waiting for him. But before he could step back, the doorknob turned slowly. The house wasn't haunted, it was alive. Voices slipped through the walls, from every direction, crawling under his skin. Jacob turned to run, but the house whispered louder. Stay, it's almost time. The boy had vanished, but the house didn't want him to forget. The upstairs door groaned open, breathing darkness into the hallway. Something inside was waiting, calling. This was his room, untouched for years. Toys that hadn't seen daylight, a bed that hadn't been slept in, and a mirror that showed the truth. Because what Jacob saw wasn't himself. It was the boy watching him. Her whisper slid through the room like cold smoke. She moved without moving, appearing everywhere and nowhere. And Jacob realized she wasn't the danger. She was the warning. Her whisper slid through the room like cold smoke. She moved without moving, appearing everywhere and nowhere. And Jacob realized she wasn't the danger. She was the warning. The house screamed as midnight struck. It twisted around him, bending space, trapping him in its hungry walls. Jacob ran. He begged, he cried. But no exit remained. They found Jacob's truck abandoned on the road the next morning, keys still in the ignition, engine cold. But Jacob Turner, he never came home. Some say, if you drive Pine Hollow Road after midnight, you can still hear him knocking from inside the last house before midnight,